So, so prophets are people who just know how to speak emotional intelligence using logic, which is kind of what the word is for. This was back at a time where like logic was new on the planet. So the first language was like a song, and it just kind of repeated itself. And then God inserted logic into the planet. I think it's kind of what Jesus is, the Tower of Babel. Everybody started speaking different languages. And so you had all of these people like Jesus, Muhammad, okay, like Gabriel, whatever. You know, there were Gregories, there were Nephilim, fallen angels, demigods, whatever, archangels, all around. And they were using the same language that everybody spoke on the planet, but in a way that nobody had ever heard before, but still made sense to their logic. And it's how emotional logic, emotional intelligence manifests itself through logic, which is, or through the word, which is like in the form of like spoken logic. Okay? Because that's what God gave humans. There was a point in this history, like during the garden, where like logic was not like a thing in human consciousness. Things were very chaotic, and the language, the way humans used language, the way we use language today has more logic sounding in it. Well, the first language was a song. That's why they're called the Romance languages, because the further you go back in time, the more like a poem or like a song the language sounds. Okay. So like these people, these beings, they were born in certain bodies during like certain, you know, time zones of different places on the planet, and they could see what was going on, and they started using the language like differently, and that's literally what, you know, Muhammad was. That's who people like Rasputin were. Jesus, like why'd they kill Jesus? It's because he went around correcting people. Okay, it was what he did with his mouth. Okay, like the Sphinx, half man, half lion. Okay, the lion is the pride in man. It's the reason why the lion is the most intimidating animal out of all the animal kingdom is because of the sound it makes with its voice. So that's why Christ is the Lion of Judah, because of how it speaks Holy Spirit, which is love and emotional intelligence.